Speaking of sharing wonderful things, so many of you are watching these stories, which makes me incredibly happy. Clicking that subscribe if you're enjoying these adventures and lessons. Could you do me a small kindness? The button helps our story channel grow and lets me know you love to see more. Let's get into our story now. Cozy up yourself. One bright morning, a glossy black crow was flying home to her nest. In her beak, she held a particularly delicious-looking piece of cheese she had found near the farmer's market. It was round and yellow, and the crow was very pleased with her prize. She landed on a high branch of a tall oak tree to enjoy her treat in peace. Just then, a sly red fox happened to be trotting by the foot of the tree. He looked up and saw the crow sitting proudly on the branch with a lovely piece of cheese in her beak. The fox's tummy rumbled. He loved cheese. He immediately started thinking of a clever way to get it. He knew he couldn't climb the tall tree, and the crow was too high to reach. So, the clever fox decided to use tricky words instead of his paws. He looked up at the crow, putting on his most charming smile. In a smooth, friendly voice, "Good morning, Mistress Crow," the fox called out sweetly. "My, what a magnificent bird you are! I was just admiring how glossy and black your feathers are. They shine like polished jet in the sunlight." The crow, holding the cheese tightly, looked down at the fox. She puffed up her chest a little bit. She was rather proud of her sleek feathers. The clever fox continued, his voice even smoother. "And your eyes, they sparkle like clever little stars. Truly, you are the most elegant bird I have ever seen perched upon a branch." The crow shuffled her feet on the branch, feeling very pleased with herself. No one had ever told her she was elegant before. She held her head a little higher. The fox pretended to sigh with admiration. "Everything about you is perfect, Mistress Crow," he said, looking up with wide, innocent eyes. "Your feathers, your eyes, your noble posture. Ah, if only your voice were as beautiful as your looks. I am certain it must be the sweetest song in the entire forest. If I could just hear one small note, I would declare you the undisputed queen of all birds." Now, the proud crow completely forgot about the cheese in her beak. All she could think about was proving that her voice was indeed beautiful, just like the fox said. She wanted to show him she truly was a queen of birds. She took a deep breath, threw back her head, and opened her beak wide to let out her loudest, proudest caw. And of course, the moment she opened her beak, the delicious piece of cheese tumbled down, 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 right into the waiting jaws of the clever fox below. "Ha ha! Thank you kindly," the fox chuckled, gobbling up the cheese in one bite. He looked up at the stunned and foolish crow. "You do have a voice, Mistress Crow," he called, wiping his whiskers. But perhaps more thought should be given before listening too readily to sweet words, especially when you have cheese. And with a flick of his bushy tail, the clever fox trotted away, very pleased with himself. The crow sat on the branch, her beak empty, feeling very silly indeed. She realized the fox hadn't cared about her feathers or her voice at all. He only wanted her cheese. His flattering words had tricked her easily because she had let her pride take over. So, dear friends, remember the proud crow and the clever fox. It's wonderful to be praised, but always think carefully about sweet words, especially from someone you don't know well. Don't let pride trick you into making a mistake. Be wise and thoughtful. Knowing you are subscribed truly inspires me and makes me excited to create even more magical stories for you. Thank you for listening, and good night.